Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. All right, so let's get into this. We'll take a look at the signs and symbols. By the way, I'm sorry I've been away for a bit. I was spending time with family. But in any case, I have now visited with all of my family that likes me. So I won't be having any more visits for a bit. They all came to visit me before my birthday, so that's what's been going on. Also, just FYI, my birthday's not till the 30th, but I like to celebrate the way the hobbits do. So I think it's fun to give presents for your birthday. And so I wanted to go live. We're going to do this on Monday, and I'm going to do card pulls storytellings for subscribers and members on both channels. So on Monday, just bear that in the back of your mind. If you are a subscriber to the channel, then you guys will notice that there will be live sessions where I'm doing storytellings on Monday. So to subscribe, of course, is free. So anyway, just to let you know. So this storyline for the day, we start out with the Emperor. So strong Aries energy coming in. Someone I'm very reminded of, like Mount Etna right now, just because it's the only active volcano I've ever seen. When I was in Sicily once upon a time, um, we actually thought it was a dirty little cloud hanging over a mountain, and then realized, wait a second, that's Etna. That's an active volcano. And so I'm sorry that my mind goes there and my foolishness at the time. But so I don't know if Sicily is a particular location, but seeing a volcano, or even like a volcano, like one of those lava cakes, as the chocolate that oozes out of the middle. Um, I'm also picturing like sushi. There's, the volcano roll. I know there's lots of different things, that something that's oozing, okay, in a good way, though, perhaps, even a majestic way, we could say. This doesn't have like scary negative connotations, even though we're using the word volcano. At least I don't get any negative vibe off of this card, only positive. This may be a turning point in possibly divine masculine's life, where he feels very empowered. He feels like something, from his inner core, that inner, melted magma, has actually like started to come forth, and he's in his best energy. He's in his most powerful era of his life. So this is the best version of a divine masculine. It's where he is a good leader because he is kind, he is fair, he is about justice and balance. He understands that other people have thoughts, opinions. He listens to counsel, wise counsel, but he also is his own individual who can make decisions for himself. He is I'm hearing that song, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. Never compromise what's right and uphold your family name. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. I'm sorry, I can't think who sings it. It's a country song. But it feels like he knows what he believes, and he's comfortable in his own belief systems. Even if the whole world's against him, if he still knows that what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, he'll still be on the side of what's right, even if that's not the trend, even if that's not, what everybody else thinks. He's going to do the right thing. So really powerful, really lovely, divine masculine. Somebody could have a skull that could be important to them, or maybe there's a skull, like a ram's head specifically. Obviously, this is an Aries card, but I'm picturing like the skull that's either like on an emblem, either like on a shirt, maybe even a ring. Somebody could also have like they're going to an outdoor bar, restaurant. Maybe there's tiki torches there, or perhaps there's some kind of like outdoor lighting. I don't know. This feels like he is someplace. Maybe this is like a Hawaiian restaurant or something, or he's got some torches in his own backyard. We have the Chariot as well. And I love this particular card just because we see him in harmony. The highs and the lows, the woofer and the tweeter, is like everything's in balance. We've got the yin yang symbol on his shirt. This is somebody who's found his inner peace, and he is moving forward with calm, decisive action. He may be a DJ or be involved in music production, and he's probably really good at that also. Anytime you can hear how to put the complementary sounds together. You can, I guess, in olden times we had like maybe more simplistic, songs and rhythms, but then, there's a lot more to music than just the main theme, and you start to add in all these extra sounds and underlying rhythms and overlaying rhythms and the harmony components. And I just feel, because first I was hearing like, kind of like minstrel music, um, just like one person like playing a lute or something, and then you change that and amplify it and you bring in all kinds of other layers to it and make it a much more, you know complex composition. I'm also hearing like something that has a really cool, like I love West African music is so like the drumming in it, or like Cuban music. There's so many beautiful sounds, the wood blocks and such, and concha shell, and I don't know. I'm hearing like just this cacophony of this incredible music in my head right now, but it's mostly music that, well, I'm hearing some of the Buena Vista Social Club right now in my head. They're so great seeing them live in particular, but complicated music that is also in remarkable harmony. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have him with that Two of Wands, and it is sideways. He stands right in the claw of the eagle. And to me, this is like a metaphor, like whatever it is that he's doing, and he's in like a very Zen, kind of like Tai Chi stance, and he's working with, again, like the yin yang ball of flame, kind of like a qigong type of, I don't know if he works with energy or if he's aware that in a world that is very complex, even if it almost feels like he stands on this interesting precipice where it's like, yes, things could close tightly around me and make me feel like I'm not my own man, but I don't let that happen. I stay calm and peaceful. No one will own me. That's what I keep getting, is like this powerful divine masculine who's very harmonious and very calm and kind, but he's also aware that he has his own power to move forward. This is not somebody who would ever be easily persuaded by anything. Ace of Swords, because he knows what's true. We have these thistles, well, kind of like a dandelion, but also a thistle. And I'm just picturing like, be mindful of not stomping upon a thistle, but this is a dandelion that's giving way to, being what I call the wish puffer. And, the birds are coming in to kind of like pluck at some of these seeds as well. These are his guides coming in. And I almost feel like there is a wish that he's had that he's never pursued until this point in his life. And he's just about to go ahead and do that. It doesn't have to be him. It's just who we keep seeing again and again and again. We have 3 masculines so far on these cards. So that's how we're going to describe this character, is as him. And because that is a classic male archetype. I'm sorry, I'm hearing all kinds of music. Anytime I think of like wonderful compositions that are really complicated, I always think of the Voids. Love their music, love the layers and kind of the interesting rhythms and the tempo shifts and such. But that just is in my head right now also. But with this truth that someone has found and the direction that he wants to go, we just brought in a Queen of Wands. Now, this Queen of Wands is also somebody who tends to go her own way. Now I'm hearing that song, You Can Go Your Own Way. Is that Lindsey Buckingham? I can't think right now. That's the voice I'm hearing in my head. But she sits on this throne, and there are these 2 panthers carved up behind her. And she sits, of course, with her cat. So she could definitely have a striped feline, but she could also have some kind of statuary of like Bastet, perhaps, or maybe that's the goddess that she, likes, Bastet, the cat goddess from the Egyptian pantheon. It's possible that she has a statue or a carving, or I'm picturing like a painting or something hanging on the wall. But she's very much someone who also goes her own direction. She's done this for a long time. Wherever she's at, she's made her own name. And I say she's done this for a long time because her chair has this growth pattern coming out of the legs of it. It's like part of a tree root, or she could have like literally a chair that is, built out of, like, I'm thinking driftwood, or something that's actual, like, you know, an apple tree or something that was, crafted into like a rocking chair, or something that's like very, very natural, something that shows she's still super connected to like the earth, or her, maybe even like a family heirloom that is like a chair that she keeps in her home, that keeps her connected to like where she came from. But at the same time, she has this streak of independence in her. Even if she was raised in tradition, she may not follow all the traditions. She may always find a way to put her own unique spin on everything. You don't usually tell a Queen of Wands what to do. They do it their way. If they agree and they like a tradition, they may keep it, but they still may put their own unique twist on it. If they don't agree with the tradition, there's no hell nor high water that can force them to agree with stuff that they don't agree with. She may have a corset or a bustier as well, or have like particularly like a nice décolleté, nice shoulders or something. That Now this is more from his perspective, right? He's got some kind of a truth that is showing up for him. He is calm and certain about what direction he wants to go. He is calm and certain and sure of what he wants. There's not really even a question mark anymore. I'm very clear. My guides have shown me for quite some time. My guides are things that I already like have opened my ears to, have opened my eyes to. I'm very much at peace and in harmony. We keep seeing that from him. He doesn't live in conflict with himself. If he knows what he likes, he goes and he gets what he likes. I could see why he'd be attracted to a Queen of Wands. Sorry, I just heard a funny sound, and that's my dog. He's fluffing a gigantic area rug that's like, I don't know, it's like 16 by 20 in my living room, and he thinks he can fluff it into a nice fluffy bed for himself, but he cannot. It is far too large and it has furniture on it, but he tries. I don't know why I bring that up, other than sometimes we put effort into stuff that's like, I don't care, I'm gonna make it. No matter how hard it is, I'm gonna do this. We've got the star, which is a wish come true. She may be a redhead. We kind of see her, blonde red in both of these cards, but he is her wish. She may be at a distance from him, but she is somebody that he would definitely see as even like his muse, perhaps, just because she seems to be a little bit like unconcerned on one hand, but looking at this like magical spring. I don't know, this could be like a fountain of youth or something, or this could be maybe she actually does literally work like with water somehow. I don't know if she works for an irrigation district or what, but there could be something to do with water, a waterfall. Now I'm hearing waterfall. Nothing can go wrong. My sweet waterfall. I'm hearing the version with Emmylou Harris and Mark Knopfler. But, oh no, not Mark. I think it's Daniel. Yeah. We keep seeing her in this really powerful energy here. And again, with the yin yang, this is the strength card. So we bring in 2 major arcana for her and a queen. So she's factoring heavily. And there's that volcano for her as well. Volcano can also be a metaphor for great passion. And there's the yin yang symbol that the tiger is holding. This is that strength card. So there's our Leo and Aquarius for her. And then we have Leo, Sag, Aries. She's definitely coming in strong in his mind. Like the thoughts of her are strong. The knowledge about her is strong. And maybe it's that she is strongly thinking of him as well. Maybe that's why we have 2 birds coming here to the same sort of truth. Wait, so what is your truth? Is it that you're passionate about him? Is he your wish? Are you sending out a wish for him? Are you wishing for him? We have the Justice card. The fact that we have, I'm asking, like, does she wish for him as well? And we have the Strength and we have the Star. Now we bring in the Justice, and we've got Anubis back there, and Thoth, the god of all wisdom and knowledge. And then, Anubis is the dog-headed god. He's the one who kind of like helps the souls cross into the next plane of existence after measuring and weighing their actions. And Anubis is not bad and scary. He wants characters, like life achievements to merit their transformation into the next plane of existence. He hopes for that, but he is charged with like weighing it. This is, of course, in the Egyptian pantheon of gods. But he's not a scary god. But we can see that, if anything, it's a little bit like she wishes for him if the two of them are a good match. If, look, I could picture us being great together. They have a lot in common, the yin yang and the volcano, and the certain energy about them where they're both very strong. They're both very independent thinkers. But it's kind of like she gives this up to the universe at the same time and says, you know what, Anubis, you decide. If my energy is something that merits meeting somebody and connecting to somebody like him, if we're cut from the same cloth, great. If it's in my greatest and highest good, let this person come into my world. I would not normally read this card this way. The only reason I am right now is because we cannot escape the Egyptian gods that we have here. And Thoth being the god of all wisdom, knowledge, but also specifically he was the scribe to the other gods in the Egyptian pantheon, and he gave mortals, language and written word and arithmetic. It's that aspect of like written word and communication that I focus on with him, and that's behind her. And so it just makes me think that she's saying something along the lines of, look, if I'm going to cross through this threshold because we're a good match, then I'm just going to trust that I'll hear from them at some point. There will be, in the back of my mind, I keep my eyes on, or keep my mind on the fact that if they are meant for me, then I will hear from them. And if not, if I am unworthy, if they are unworthy, if we are not a match, if we are not balanced, it doesn't have to be about worthiness, but if we are not balanced, then that's fine. I'll never hear from them, and I can accept that. On the other hand, if we are a good match, then definitely, but I won't shy away from it if they do approach me, because I'll take it as a sign that we may be a great match. She's at a point where it's like that's her truth that she's come to the conclusion of, and he's come to this conclusion himself that she's definitely, I admire. She's definitely somebody I would want to gravitate toward. So I see this masculine gravitating toward her, and I see her in a shared energy. I mean, we can see it right here. Both of them have come to the same kind of conclusion. I think we could be something. I think we could be pretty good together. If it's meant to be, it will be. We have like these perfect 4 mountain peaks. And although this is an Ace of Swords, it almost makes me think of like a 4 of Wands or something, something's very balanced. Like these two would be great together. They also, with this volcano energy, I feel like both of them are like very passionate people that do not necessarily share that passion with just anyone. I feel like there's a lot more to both of these characters. I feel like they could really bring out the best in each other, and maybe an incredible amount of creative energy in the two of them. Like they could inspire each other to do more, to be more. I'm going to leave this one here. That was actually really lovely. I'm always hoping for the best for our characters. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.